What's up, everyone? Welcome to episode 7 of the Save Data Cast. I am one of your hosts, David. Joining me today is our magnanimous leader, Zach.
Greetings and salutations.
The Fishing King, Chris.
Skull. I don't got anything.
I'm not even gonna.
Nobody else drank, cowards.
I don't even know what you said.
Skull. That's
Skull,
like cheers in
Viking.
Norse.
Oh,
I want to say Norwegian.
I thought that's just
No.
a bone inside your
I was gonna say,
head.
skull
No,
is
that-
what's inside
No,
my
that's
head.
a
It's like my
skull. I said
brain.
skull.
God.
I heard
heard
the worst
skull.
intro. Do we just
This
want to
is
do it
awful.
again?
I'm also joined by the star of Ace Attorney with an actual lawyer, the actual lawyer, Prij.
Wow, I'm a star now. I did. Look, Ma, I made it.
And the hockey sticks and sickle herself, Elise.
Despite being Canadian, I am not actually the Red Skull.
Nice topical.
If it's your first time joining us, this is the general topic gaming discussion show where we talk about what we've been playing and a topic of the week. This week's topic: we're gonna make the Avengers of video games because Marvel's Avengers the video game sucked. So we're gonna make our own, and it's gonna be better in every way, shape, and form. Before we get to any of that, though, Zach, what have you been playing?
I think the only major thing to report. I mean, I have started playing Horizon Zero Dawn for the first time. I finally got past the intro.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let other people talk about that because they're way farther than I am. I really just got to like the opening plot twist, so to speak. 3 hours in. But I also started playing a little indie game called Dicey Dungeons. It's a roguelike. The best thing it does is that it is a modern roguelike that does not take too long to complete a run. At most, you're going to have a 30-minute run, and that's on like some of the harder, like more complex classes. Basically, you can pick one of 5 classes. You go through this dungeon of 6 levels. You can essentially like speed rush it as much as you want, but the more enemies you kill, you level up. If you level up, you get all your health back, which is obviously very important. And you also get more dice. The way it works, you have each class has a starting ability and starting gear. You can then upgrade that, get more gear throughout the course of the run. But basically, it'll be like, hey, here's one thing that just does X damage, and the X is whatever die you roll. And like at the start of your turn, you'll get like 3 dice that get rolled instantly. Like for example, the base character, the warrior, their special ability is that they can re-roll any dice 3 times. So if you don't like your hand, you can change it. Cool. But then like there are other things that'll be like, hey, you do X damage, but if you do 6 damage, you heal 3. So it's like, okay, I got to make sure I save my 6s for this attack or whatever. And there's like status effects. There's a bunch of cool stuff with it. I really like it. The art style is really cute. It does, now that I've beaten it with every class, it does start to be like, okay, what now? It's all challenge runs of like beat it with this like hindrance on you, and that's not as fun. But it's a pretty good roguelike. I definitely recommend checking out it. I think I got it for $10 on my Switch, and it was definitely worth the price because I'm having a good time with it. I've probably played it like 6 hours.
Pretty good
Mhm.
chunk for. Have you I'm assuming you finished a run at this point.
Yeah. Oh, probably my second or third run I finished. It's
okay.
not nearly as hard as a lot of roguelikes. There are definitely some classes that are like way harder to wrap your head around than like the starting 3. And some of that is like and then some of them I'm like, oof. I just don't enjoy playing this class, so I don't feel compelled to try and do the challenge runs with that class. But there's a lot of cool stuff in this game, so I will check it out some more. I'm excited to see kind of how it keeps going, but I'm definitely getting more sucked into Horizon now. So,
Chris, what about you?
I have played one game only since the last time we did this show. I played some Valorant. Not important though. I've been playing Horizon Zero Dawn. Because I got it a while ago on a Steam sale for $30. And I didn't realize that was the Ultimate Edition, or Complete Edition, Game Edition, whatever it's called. All these things are the same. And it includes the DLC. which I typically am not I'm not big in like single player game story add-on DLC. Typically doesn't do it for me. Like Bloodborne's DLC is the only one I think of that's like a really good example of one that knocked it out of the park. But holy crap, the Frozen Wilds, which is the DLC for the Horizon, is one of the best DLCs I've ever played. It is so damn good. And like all the subquests are great. Like the writing in base Horizon, I would say, is one of the weaker points of the game. Like the dialogue writing, that is. I think the overall story in that game is actually very good. It's a very unique setting. I mean, it's got robot dinosaurs, but it's also like huntsman, like hunter gatherer era. Like it's a great mesh of aesthetics. But yeah, the writing in this is incredible. There's one quest, Prij, you'll get to it. It's the quest where you have to follow the river. That's all you need to know. Which has the best character in the entire game in it. This guy rules. But yeah, I really liked Horizon when it came out. I probably would not have gone back to it if like it wasn't ported to PC, which is I'm glad that it was. PC runs a little hitchy. That's fine. But like overall, I've gone back to the point where like I am looking at this game with how it is aged so well, like how I'm excited for Forbidden West because of replaying it, to the point where I'm almost like, was I wrong to give Persona 5 Game of the Year over this game in 2017? That's how like how much I'm enjoying my experience going back to Horizon. This game's
just
great.
Want to come in.
Aloy is an awesome character.
Want to come in really quick and say you were wrong to give it to Horizons because you should have given it to Zelda Breath of the Wild.
I didn't give it to Horizon. I gave it to Persona 5, which is a better game than Breath of the Wild. And I will fight you on this.
Well, we're not doing it again here.
But I'll give you Royal better than Breath of the Wild. I'll give you that.
Yeah. Yeah. You want to talk about good DLC? Breath of the Wild motorcycles. Let's go.
So you're playing Horizon on PC.
Correct.
I remember around release, there was like a lot of people talking about like performance in that game and like
this game is optimized like shit. I have what I would consider a pretty top of the line PC. I have an i9. I got 1080 Ti. Running this thing on Ultra makes my computer want to fucking die. Does it do it? Yes. But if I take the frame rate cap off, it craves death. If I leave the frame rate cap at 60, it's like, okay, I'm a little annoyed at you, but it's okay. This is a very poorly optimized PC port. I was talking about this last night with the Subpost guys. Will theorizes that it's because this game was originally intended to only ever be this is a Sony exclusive through and through, and I think porting it was a very late stage thought. Whereas same engine, Death Stranding, runs amazingly on PC. Actually runs better on PC than it does PS4 because they had already planned for a PC port when the game was being made.
Yeah,
which I think that makes sense. When you're designing something exactly for one set of hardware and there's only one version of that kind of hardware, it's very easy. And then later, 4 years later, they're like, hey, also slap it onto computers.
Also, I don't think Gorilla did the PC port of Horizon.
No. I believe it was Sony has that weird port department. I forget what it's called.
Bluepoint?
No, that's not.
No, that's not Sony, is it?
I don't think they own them fully.
You don't think?
Anyway, Prij, talk about Horizon.
Do you want,
that was Chris's pass off to you.
Is it the official segue? Is that how we're doing it now?
That's the segue.
Welcome to Horizon Talk.
All right. So I've pretty much mostly also just been playing Horizon Dawn Dawn, some other stuff on my Switch, but I've talked about those already. So I'm about 40 hours into Horizon Zero Dawn. Probably like my game completion percentage is in the 60s, but that's even without starting the DLC. For me, this game kicks absolute ass. It absolutely was the best game of 2017. I like Breath of the Wild a lot, but this game is better. I don't even hesitate to say that. This game's just better.
Damn. Just fucking...
This game
I'd like
plays
to
like
announce right here, right now, that Ace Attorney with an actual lawyer is now canceled. Sorry, folks.
and your channel. So good luck ever reaching 60 views on Twitch for any other stream you're doing.
Boom!
Fucking roasted.
Got him.
Goddamn.
If you're gonna threaten me, make sure you can back it up.
listen, I'm on that show too. All right? It's a great show.
You don't have a law degree.
No, I don't. You're right. Goddamn right. I have a degree in acting. Whoops.
Horizon Too Fast. It's the best Far Cry game that's not a Far Cry game. I'm not going to explain it any further besides the fact that it's true if you think about it. It's a lot of fun. Can't wait to keep playing it. It's making me really hyped for the sequel to come out. And I have it on PS5, so it runs beautifully.
Have you been? Are you aiming for 100%? Are you doing all the side quests, all side content, or are you just strict sprinting down the mainline quest?
Okay, there is probably no game I will ever sprint down the mainline quest.
I know it's you, but to make sure.
The only thing that might stop me from getting 100% is I don't know if I'm going to have the gusto to muscle through all the hunting trials.
Oh, they're actually not that bad.
I mean, I've only tried a few of them, and it hasn't been terrible, but there are some that I feel like it's going to be really annoying to get a blazing sun on. Everything else I will complete, then I will go back and see how much of a pain it is to do those, and that will be that will decide whether I get 100% or like 99.5, is how much do I feel like struggling trying to get blazing suns on all 15. Yeah. I have 2 blazing suns, so how much do I feel like struggling to get the other 13 blazing suns?
Once you have full purple gear, it's kind of a breeze, actually. But like, it's very gated by what gear you have, which is kind of lame because it unlocks better gear, which is
Oh yeah.
As far as the mainline story goes, are you at the point where you know what Zero Dawn is?
I just got past a major plot point, and without spoiling anything, I've officially now seen every enemy in the base game.
Gotcha. Okay, cool.
And I just got to a major plot point where the words Zero Dawn were mentioned for essentially the first time.
Is this the conversation at the table or at the big round table?
That doesn't help me because I don't know.
Never mind. Then it's the first one. Got it.
I climbed a very very tall dilapidated building.
Fuck Ted Farrow. Moving on.
Listen, I've never played. I've not gotten to this part in the game, but I just want to point out Chris's differentiation was. Is it the part with the really big table or the part with the round table? Chris, come on.
But from Prij's answer, I knew exactly where he was in the video game. So eat my ass.
But Prij didn't know what the fuck you were talking about.
But if
you know
he
what?
didn't know what the round table was, he had to know what the other table was because this is how the conversation works.
I appreciate
when he gets to the round table, he'll be like, "Oh, I get it now."
I very much appreciate this as I am also playing Horizon Zero Dawn now. So I appreciate not spoiling that. Elise, what have you been playing?
Well, everyone else has been hunting robots. I've been hunting monsters.
Hell yeah. A lot of dinosaur death this week.
Very much dinosaur death. God, Monster Hunter Rise is so good. It's a Monster Hunter game, and we know this. And it's, if you've played a Monster Hunter game, then you've played all the Monster Hunter games, like at a base level. If you look at fucking Monster Hunter 1 and then Monster Hunter Rise and Monster Hunter World, like they're the same game.
Mm-hmm.
But every generation there's new tweaks. The weapons in this version are so good. I've been playing a lot with the hunting horn, which has got like a full rework.
Good.
Yeah, it used to be with the hunting horn, each of your attacks like puts a note on the scale, and then you do a long recital mode to actually activate the buffs that you can do with like certain combinations. Instead, in this game, it's just each of your notes play that twice, and that's a buff. So you got 3 buffs plus your self buff. Each of them, you play them twice, just anywhere. You don't need to like recital. at least if you're playing in the normal mode, you don't need to do a recital. You just hit the monster twice with the same attack, and it's good. And it's got like all sorts of new moves, all sorts of new stuff. It's so fucking good. The wire bugs are essentially it's a grapple hook to nowhere that you can use like anywhere you want, and it's also got like extra like moves on the weapons that like have a little gauge at the bottom. You got 2 wire bugs, and they each regenerate after you use them. Some moves require 1 wire bug, some require 2, and they're like your big powerful moves that also make you mount monsters better. Just everything about the weapons in this game, so nice. The monster selection is pretty low, like pretty limited, but everyone they've grabbed is like really, really good.
More or less limited than World, because World was pretty limited as well.
There's more like variety of like body types.
Okay, yeah.
Because World was like you got your flying wyverns, you got your brute wyverns, which is like the Devil Joe and Baroth and Anjanath, the T-Rex basically. And then you got your Elder Dragons. And like other than that, you don't have much.
Yeah.
You got your dogs
too.
You
got your
a lot of quadrupeds in that game.
Yeah. And part of that was the limitations of scaling up a small, like Monster Hunter before that was portable for the last like 3 generations or something.
And that was a massive budget AAA like ultra title.
Yeah, exactly. And they just didn't have the resources to get all the skeletons working in like AAA PS4 PC like fidelity. And they got some new models here. They brought back fucking Mizutsune, who is one of my favorites from Generations, which is a Leviathan type.
Great monster.
Oh, I love Mizutsune. I will say though, it took me about like 6 hours to do the village story, which is like the single player story, and then just today I beat the final boss of like the hub quests, which is like multiplayer and everything.
Mm-hmm.
There's not a lot of endgame, and there's not like a lot of content here. So the base, and I'm gonna make like, I still have a bunch of weapons to try out that I haven't. I've still got like, make some new armor, lots of great armor to make some weapons, try them out. But I've pretty much done everything, and it's been like a couple days.
Damn.
They're
adding more.
Yeah, I was gonna say, are they doing?
They're adding more.
Like a seasonal rollout thing.
Yeah. So a part of it, I think, is it released literally unfinished because pandemic. There's no ending to the like village story. At the end, I'm not going to spoil too much, but at the end of like the final boss fight, the next cutscene is literally like, oh, here's what like the next big fight is going to be, and that doesn't exist in the game yet. And part of that is going to be they're doing like monthly content updates with like new monsters and gear and stuff, and then the general trend with Monster Hunter is about a year later they release like the G version or the ultimate version, which includes another rank, a bunch of new like monsters and some new mechanics and stuff. So
hopefully a piece
for World that was for World that was Iceborne.
Right.
For pretty much everything before that, it was the ultimate, so 3 ultimate, 4 ultimate, Generations ultimate. But like even compared to World, the end game in this is nothing. Even compared to like Generations, there's very little end game, which is sad. And I'm gonna like keep playing it because the actual core game is so fun. But if you are someone who kind of like me wants to like play a game for a while and then be done with it, I say wait until the ultimate version is released. Hopefully they don't pull the same shit with the PC port as they did with Worlds, where it's like 6 months behind or some shit.
Hmm.
which is what
also
happened
very
there.
buggy when it first came out.
Yeah,
Never
hopefully
forget-
they don't do that.
Never
I
forget
actually-
my friends list blowing up anytime anyone did a hunt. Like,
I actually wouldn't be surprised if like they don't release the core game on PC, but they release the Ultimate.
yeah, I would expect
Like-
that's what
Hmm.
I'd be sure.
Oh yeah, I would expect that as well.
Yeah.
Elise, I'm sorry if I
yeah.
missed this. How many hours would you say you've put into it so far?
Okay.
Because I know you've
checked-
this is over
I
a
checked
short
last
period
night.
of time of days, but you have played extensively.
I checked last night. I was at 35 hours on my save file.
Oh my gosh!
I think I've played about 5 hours today, so let's say about 40
Okay,
hours.
full time work week. Yeah.
It's like how much I've put into Horizon. What the hell? I know they really pushed like the movement as like a big innovation and like
Mhm.
chasing down monsters and stuff like that. Would you say with the inclusion of the dogs and the like flip wire bugs, that like does it actually feel better, or is it still when the monster runs away you have to wait for it to stop and then you're allowed to continue playing the video game?
No, it's great. Like you can chase down the monsters if you want. You can get to their new place. Also, like great addition. So I also just started playing Iceborne before I decided to buy a Switch and get Rise. And in Iceborne, the monsters run away like every fucking 2 minutes and
That's
go across
all
the
of
map.
World, and it's ridiculous.
It was not
leggy.
It was not that bad before Iceborne. At least I don't think so. They run across the map and then you spend a minute chasing them down and then fight them for 2 minutes. Also in World, I feel like a lot of the additions that they made that weren't like the quality of life ones were distractions from like the core of the game. So like all the environmental stuff, all the like slinger and the clutch claw just felt like they were, I would rather just be hitting the monster.
Yeah.
You know?
Slinger
would-
sucks.
I would rather, like, instead of hitting a fucking rock that's hanging onto the monster and trapping it and whatever, I would rather just hit the monster. And it might be slightly more effective to do the slinger stuff and interact with all that, but it's not as fun. And in this, they
Yeah.
just made it so that they improved the actual core of the game, and they removed or just didn't continue all that shitty stuff from World while keeping all of the quality of life stuff, with like quick gathering and like all sorts of stuff that World actually did really well. So
if I'm
Whammy whack
someone,
monster.
if I'm someone who's never played a Monster Hunter game, is this the time to jump into one? Or at least if whenever the ultimate version comes out, is that the time to jump in?
I don't want to say yes because it's not. It is probably the best core game Monster Hunter there is. However, it's still Monster Hunter, and it's still like
Obtuse.
it's still, what I mean to say is it's still essentially the exact same experience as, like, you could pick up Freedom Unite, you could pick
Got it.
on the PSP or whatever, you could pick up Portable Third or 3 Ultimate or like any of the other games, except for don't play the first one. And you'd have essentially the same experience.
Gotcha.
Hmm.
Okay. So it's not
Like-
that big of a departure.
My thing has always been, I've always said, like, if you don't know anything about Monster Hunter, like I didn't know, I had never played one before World. Try Dauntless, because if you play an hour of Dauntless and you enjoy it, go play Monster Hunter and you will be like, yes, because Dauntless is fine. Dauntless is not a bad game at all.
I like
Also,
Dauntless.
they just added a new class which lets you do kung fu moves against monsters, which is rad. But Monster Hunter is just better. It is simply a better version of Dauntless.
Dauntless is Monster Hunter, but worse and free.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. You get the trade off of it being free and, like, you know, it's a little more like accessible because it's not made by Capcom. But like it's just simply not as good. Like
It's
Capcom
not
doesn't know
made
shit.
by
Does not know what a menu looks like in a game, and they've been making games for 40 years.
God, it's so true.
That's
So, like-
that's an excellent slam.
To answer your question, I would 100% recommend this, like when the ultimate version comes out, or whenever you want to get it. For your first one, but also I don't want to say like wait for this to come out to play it, because
It's.
you can pick up Worlds.
I was
and
gonna say it sounds
Well,
like
it's a
you
great
just are saying jump into anyone. They're gonna the core feel the same, and different ones have different quality of life.
So yes, I really love everything they did in Rise with the core feel, but it's still Monster Hunter, which is a good thing. Like
Yeah.
Monster Hunter is fantastic. I'm just saying you don't need it.
So whatever the first one you play is, make sure it's after they got rid of underwater battles.
In fact,
Underwater battles were two
just
games.
make sure it's World or Rise and just save yourself the stress.
Yeah,
Just play
yeah,
a modern one.
I mean, P3's pretty great.
You can go back later.
oh,
You can go back later.
But Generations Ultimate is
Just
actually my
For
favorite.
the sake of time, we're gonna move on.
Play Generations Ultimate. It's on the Switch. It's fantastic.
Hunt them monsters.
For the sake of time, I'm gonna go real quick. This should be pretty fast. Not a whole lot new. So I did start playing Horizon Zero Dawn last night. I'm very early,
Whoop,
so
whoop.
I don't have strong feelings about it yet. Other than the world's pretty cool. I'll give it that already.
Yo, that kid that throws a rock at you, fuck that guy. That's
Oh,
that's
yo.
the first 5 minutes
Yeah,
of
fuck that
Horizon
kid.
spoiler.
when the like 3 hours spoiler happened, I was like, oh.
Fuck.
Okay. So that's where I'm at. I think I'm a couple hours in. I might be right before the things Zach talking about based on story stuff.
I think
but,
you are. I think you are.
Let's see. I'm continuing to play Tales of Destiny. Still better than the first game. Oddly, it's kind of flipped for me. Now that I'm at like hour 20, I'm in a really shitty part. So hopefully that doesn't continue for the remaining 10 hours of the game. Or I'm gonna want to die. Other than that, I played Life is Strange for the first time. I don't remember what made me pick that up, but something did. And you know what? The animations in that game do not age well at all. But
that game was made for pennies.
Yeah, well, it kind of was. But overall, the game very good. Very much enjoyed. I shouldn't say that. It was good. Really enjoyed Life is Strange. It does have some teen angst, and it does say hella way too much.
Hell yeah.
Which I feel like they're self-aware of in the game, so it's not so bad.
They're a little self-aware, but they're not self-aware enough to justify it.
Yeah, that's pretty true.
That's a really good way of wording that.
Like overall, though, I thought it was a good game. I thought the story was very cohesive and solid. Minus one part that I don't know if y'all want me to spoil or not, but
Is this the ending?
No, the ending was a little disappointing, and then it's just like you pick the ending, and none of your really previous choices matter that much. To the
Telltale game.
Yeah, like the choices you do in between affect characters and story, but when you get to the end, it's really, do you want ending A or do you want ending B?
Yeah, so
and that's it.
Telltale game.
Yeah.
I've only played Telltale Batman, so I don't have
That's
a whole
exactly
lot to go.
Oh,
wow.
Yeah. But like I think it's cool. I think more than the Telltale games, or at least the one that I played, I feel like this Life is Strange and like Walking Sims are more of the adventure games of modern times. Point and click adventure games.
Totally fair. Yeah.
The rewind feature was super cool. I really liked it. Just I spent way too long just being like, oh, I want to see what the other thing does, even though I'm definitely not going to pick that result. Like,
see, I like that though, because then I get to I don't have to replay it.
Yeah, I don't have to replay the whole fucking game. Yeah, I agree with that.
That's actually cool.
It was very nice.
Think about that.
But yeah, I had one
thoughts on Warren.
Oh, okay. So you're right. Warren's a little shithole.
Yeah, that kid.
For the most part, like he does fight a guy for you, which is cool. But he's also kind of white knighty.
He's very white knight. He's very nice guy.
He's very nice guy. He's not quite incel, but he's definitely nice guy.
Oh my god.
But he's kind of a little shit a lot of the time. So I did not end up making out with Warren. like, nah, I'm a pass.
I
on that
I
one.
assume like a sane person you made out with Chloe.
Oh yes, absolutely.
Like an
Good,
insane
good, good.
person.
No, like
Absolutely,
any
dude.
sane person.
Oh, I thought you said like an insane. I was like, I mean, listen, I haven't played the game, so I don't know
Yeah.
really much about it at
that
all.
game tries to make it seem like you have like a lot of options with like you could be friends with this character or romance this character, but like and you can, but there's
Well,
only
and,
one
like-
that's any decency, like
Yeah,
anything good.
that's kind of true. I looked at a lot of like what the consequences did after I chose one,
Mhm.
and like got past that point in the game, and like it did affect the story as you went a lot.
Yeah.
It was very cool.
Oh no, I'm just saying there's only one like path
Oh,
that's like actually a good story and isn't just like some dumb
Yes,
bullshit.
That's kind of true. And yeah, the only problem I had, if you've played it, you probably know, is there is a giant plot hole with the tearing of a picture.
Yeah, yep.
There's a giant plot hole there. The rest of it's fine. I don't know what the fuck happened to the writing crew for that one point.
The ending doesn't particularly make sense either, but whatever.
It made enough sense where I was like, I don't agree with how you chose to do this, but I understand. Yeah, that was it. I don't think I played anything else. I know I promised to play the Unbeatable demo, but it wasn't out yet, so I think it's out today. So I'll.
Lied to us. Good job, liar.
It wasn't fucking available. Fuck off.
Go on Twitter and tweet at Mizuki13. Tell
That's
him
fine.
you're a
You can-
liar.
You can do that. That's fine. But it is now up, so I'll probably try that out tonight. Look forward to that next time. I'll let you know how the Unbeatable is.
Red.
Moving on. The Avengers of video games. We're going to replace them
yeah.
because the current ones suck. They suck hog. You can
They're
tell by
all
the Steam
dead.
numbers.
So
So we're going to imagine that Marvel's Avengers has ceased to exist. What happened to make that happen? I don't know. Take your fucking pick. Make up your own backstory. I don't care. Marvel's Avengers has ceased to exist, and we need to make our own Avengers crew based on other video game characters. That's the whole prompt. So I figured we go through, like, pick a character, go through who we think should be that character, and then we have to agree on one.
Yeah, I have them in cinematic
with that.
order, but like I don't think anyone cares really.
Cinematic order.
Oh, we
I
can
mean,
do
it was really easy.
Let's do cinematic order if you have it. I'm good with that.
Oh, that's
I
a
didn't
good
write
idea.
mine down that way, but I'm
So-
assuming that starts with Iron Man then.
Oh, I just did the original Avengers, and
Oh,
then
okay.
who gets added in next? Who gets added in next? Who gets added in next?
Oh, okay.
Got it.
Right. That's what I did too, actually.
Great.
I didn't
Yeah,
do
let's
that.
go off that.
Well, then let's just start with the big boy himself, Captain America.
Oh, Captain America.
So I have a serious answer and I have a joke answer.
I'm gonna say it before Chris can. Goofy.
Thank you.
It's goofy. It's gotta be goofy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, he does have a shield. Fuck.
Yeah, he's a big dude and has a shield.
I almost want to screenshot it. I have two things written here. First of all, in parenthetic, in bold letters, I have written Goofy. But then next to that, I have written BJ Blazkowicz. Modern BJ from Wolfenstein.
Okay.
Loves America.
That's actually a good idea.
Loves America, hates Nazis, has fought in evil magic Nazis, has fought in robots, and he rules.
That's
Yeah.
That's
pretty
so
fucking good.
Damn it. I feel such
That's
a
pretty
such a
fucking
rube. I just wrote Mario.
And time traveled.
Oh, you went vanilla with Mario. Come on.
Mario.
I mean, it's the most obvious answer.
Mario
He's not
doesn't
American.
even talk.
Common.
He's not
Listen,
even American.
No, but he's the
he
fucking.
can be
he's the
Italian
poster
American.
child.
Don't be
Yeah,
racist,
he
Chris.
could be.
He's
Uh,
from the Mushroom
No.
Kingdom.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. You
Captain
don't think
Mushroom Kingdom.
you don't think America's taking that over too?
Yeah.
Do they have
We've,
oil? We'll be
We've
there today.
destabilized the nation. Destabilized the region. We're going to install our own
What is-
Bowser regime.
What is this
Bowser back militia.
socioeconomic status of the Mushroom Kingdom?
Listen,
We're giving arms to the Koopas.
listen. In the
But
vein,
also for Mario too.
in the vein,
The Iran Koopa crisis.
Jesus Christ. Are you writing this down? This needs to go into some stupid video you make later.
we'll have the fun. It's
Oh
fun.
God! Can anybody beat BJ Blazkowicz?
Maybe.
No.
In the vein
Go.
of destabilizing countries, Solid/Naked Snake.
So that was on my list, but I like BJ better.
BJ's great.
I have a better place for for Snake. We'll come to later.
Okay, we'll
I
come
agree
to
with
it.
that.
But first point on Snake, he's still got America's ass. Chris
True,
made the
that
point
is-
himself. He's got
Ah.
America's ass.
That's
That
very
was one of the
good.
big
And really, my only other point comes from Civil War in that Naked Snake is really good at forming a powerful paramilitary group outside of the control of the U.S. government.
Really quickly.
Really quickly.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And he's just generally a badass.
I think BK Blazkowicz does win. I didn't even consider him, and that's an excellent choice.
Yeah, I'm with you,
Yeah,
BJ Blazkowicz.
I think Snake is a good choice. But I think the place I have him in later makes a little more sense.
Watch this whole thing just be all with Chris.
Okay, but can I?
Well,
can
I
say
can assure you, it's not going to be with the next one.
because we don't just have Captain America. We've also got Bucky and Falcon.
Okay, well, since
And
you're
I
saying
didn't
it,
even write those two down because I don't care about them.
since you bring it up, I have Solid Snake as the Winter Soldier / Bucky.
See-
Loves war crimes, prone to being involved in weird brainwashing pyramid scheme bullshit.
Yeah.
Loves war crimes, is hot.
You said war crimes. Again, you said this in the Smash video. I don't think Solid Snake has actually committed war crimes. He's tried to stop war crimes.
He has definitely committed war crimes.
Definitely committed war crimes.
Can you give me the Carfax on this?
I can give you a quote from Snake.
Sure.
I'm just an old mercenary hired to do some wet work. Wet work is slang for not above board military work. I.e., he is saying, I'm literally here. Pay me money. I will do war crimes.
That's fair.
I mean,
That's what that sentence means.
Wet work isn't automatically a war crime, though.
I agree with that.
Yeah,
Generally
but
is.
it's like
There
non-sanctioned.
can be covert, off the books operations that don't qualify as war
Also,
crimes.
depending on
Also-
which version
Fam,
of Snake we're talking about, Naked Snake
Yeah.
does form a paramilitary group by capturing and brainwashing people.
Oh, well,
Also-
Naked Snake is, yes, war crime.
Also, if we're counting Metal Gear 5, kidnapping and then forcing enemy troops to fight for you is absolutely a war crime. It's against the Geneva Convention.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
well-
that one's easy. Yes.
Also,
not Solid Snake, though.
you can get a nuke in that game.
That's also not Solid Snake.
Whatever. They're all the same.
They're
Literally,
not.
they're all the same. Yes,
They're
they are.
not.
They're clones.
Fine. Then it's punish Venom Snake as Winter Soldier if you want to be an
Also,
asshole
and
about
also, Venom Snake isn't a clone.
it. I don't care. Is the point that I want to get across to you.
Considering
That's
I don't
fair.
care about Bucky, we can put anyone here, and I'm fine with it.
Sure. Yeah,
Can I-
Solid Snake's fine.
Can I interest you in the solid trio? Captain America, Goofy, Falcon, Donald Duck,
No.
Bucky, Sora.
No.
No.
You cannot.
Trying, but no.
Elise, I
it's
have
very
one
good.
that is going to make you very excited later. I can tell you that right now.
Oh,
It's very
Oh.
good. You do get a consolation prize, but no.
For Falcon, I wrote Captain Falcon because who gives a shit about Falcon? I'm sorry.
Fine. It's fine.
Anthony Mackie, you're a great actor. Your character sucks ass.
Actually, for Falcon, I wrote Falco Lombardi because I don't give a shit.
You know what? It's funnier if it's Falco.
it's Falco Lombardi.
Because
Oh,
I
man.
also didn't super give a shit about that one.
I love that we all had the first character that we actually cared about, followed by two dipshits no one wants.
It's Falcon and Winter Soldier, man.
Yeah,
all
it
right.
is.
Iron Man.
All right, hear me out.
Go for it.
Bontron.
Here's the thing.
Oh,
I
you just
love
gave me
that.
a really good idea.
I
Hold on,
love
let's go.
that. I would, and I love Mega Man Legends so much. Franchise near and dear to my heart. Can you call it a franchise? I don't know.
There's 3 games.
But-
You can.
There's 2.
The Misadventures of Bontron is part of the Legends. series.
Oh, get the fuck out of here with that shit. I don't know. I can't. I don't know if Bontron has the chutzpah to get her a spot on the Avengers.
Listen,
but
the woman's been blown up about 15 bajillion times, still fucking alive. Makes tons of robots and robotic suits. Is somehow wealthy as fuck. Pretty much a narcissist. She always thinks she's right and has a literal horde of minions.
Yeah.
And like Iron Man, she's got her good and her bad moments. I'm just saying, Bon.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Can I interest you guys in a similar one? This is not the one I have written down, but you remind me of it. Hey Hun from Guilty Gear. That's the girl who's in the robo suit that is an old man.
No idea who that is.
Oh yeah, no, that's good. That is good.
Here, I'll send an image. It's like it's as niche as being in Guilty Gear, but it is technically accurate.
It's somehow you picked a character that is actually more niche than Bontron.
Yes,
I'm gonna give you that.
That guy's a robot.
Wait, so this old man is actually a robot?
Look in the chest. There's a person there. It's like a
sorry,
compartment.
I wasn't looking at the picture you sent. I just Googled.
Oh.
No, like I see that, but like the whole rest of it,
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck, that's a robot? Okay. Wouldn't have guessed
Yeah,
that.
it's a robo suit. No, I wrote down for this one the dude from Vanquish.
What's Vanquish?
It's that platinum game with the robo suit. It's the Iron Man suit. I think his name is Sam.
Oh yeah, I forgot that this game existed.
He doesn't really have a character, but the game's good.
The game's good. He's voiced by Steve Bloom. It's Spike.
Yeah,
I just put down Samus because
I put down Samus as well.
That's the correct answer.
Samus is the boring answer.
I put down
You're not
Spyro.
wrong. I'm sorry. Wait, what?
Why?
Fireballs.
What? Wait, Elise, what do you think Iron Man does?
He shoots fireballs.
That rules. That's so
He shoots
good.
laser beams.
I mean, yeah.
Those are very different.
Well,
Same difference.
Okay,
Oh my God.
Seville in the chat says, honestly, Spyro for Iron Man. So there we go.
Fuck
The
it.
chat,
I don't care.
The chat agrees.
I sort of refuse, but I don't care enough to fight
I
on to fight
refuse.
about it.
Calling Spyro
that's
for
so
Iron
good.
Man.
Oh, that's so good.
I wrote down a second one too. The elusive man from Mass Effect 2. Rich, an asshole but charismatic, could have a super suit if he wanted, and literally enough money to resurrect someone from the dead.
He
I
doesn't
actually
do
did
the
almost
work
put
himself.
Shepard for Captain America, but I was like, who cares about Shepard?
Mm.
Honestly, I don't like. I guess Samus. None of these are great. Is the thing.
Really quick. Chesbuck says Mario could be Iron Man because he does have all the different suits and they all have different purposes. Plus, with all the coins he gets, he must be rich.
I recommend you
That's a
watch the
lot of
Unraveled
fun.
of if Mario can never retire to see if he's actually
Yeah.
rich or not.
That is
He's
a good.
not.
that is a
Dude's
good one.
broke.
The man's a plumber. He is not that rich.
Unfortunately, Peach doesn't seem to give him a huge reward for saving her, and his day job isn't
she,
bringing
like,
in massive
Sometimes
cash.
gives him a cake. It's bullshit. And like not all the time either. All right.
I guess it's
next up.
Samus. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it's Samus. Next up, Thor.
Oh, go ahead. Someone else. I started.
There's a pretty obvious one here. I think.
I think I wrote down the obvious one.
I had one that I thought was obvious and one that I think is not as obvious but better.
Okay, go on.
My obvious one was Raiden,
Oh, okay.
Wouldn't have thought of
and
that.
my less obvious but I think better one, even maybe not really better. My other one was Cole McGrath from the Infamous games because he also shoots lots of lightning.
Huh.
Right as you said that, Chazbucks wrote in the chat, Cole from Infamous is Thor.
Okay,
Which
that's
is
actually
not a bad
That's
choice.
not a bad
I
choice.
forgot about Infamous.
I wrote
I respect-
Kratos,
I
but I
respect
like
that.
both of Pridge's better.
Yeah.
The only other person who had actually thought of that.
I wrote two down. One is the obvious choice, which is Kratos.
You said it right.
The other is the less obvious choice, which is Kratos.
I almost did this exact joke. You're the worst.
Listen. Kratos,
No.
an immortal god,
No.
can fly,
No.
uses lightning magic as his
No.
really only source of magic, and he's an excellent fighter, although he uses a sword instead of a hammer.
I mean, his fucking axe is Mjolnir.
Oh
no, that's
he's-
Kratos.
he's-
I'm talking about
He's
Kratos.
talking about Tales of Symphonia Kratos. He's being forced right now.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
I like Raiden. I think Raiden's a really good pick.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with that. Raiden's fucking.
Here's the other one, and this can quickly get discarded. But I did in fact watch a YouTube video on the entire plot of Xenoblade Chronicles. Don't ask me why. Shulk.
No.
Fucking
Shulk's
Shulk.
coming back later for one of mine, but I don't
Shulk
think
is-
it's for Thor.
Shulk
I don't
canonically
think-
in that game is a god. Does
Well,
have a
no,
special
No,
weapon,
he's actually a corpse possessed by a god.
Yes.
but in the
What-
end,
what
that
Prij?
god leaves his body and he still exists, and then beats that god, right?
Yeah. He kills God because he doesn't believe gods need to exist. He's rejecting God. He's rejecting divinity.
Because
Reject
it's a
God,
JRPG
return to humanity.
Yeah, it's a JRPG. He rejects divinity.
and goes to
okay.
France.
Yeah, no, he does not go to France though. That's why
Arcade,
I- Final
Arcade
Fantasy
fan in the
13.
chat says Shulk is a what?
Yeah,
A
it's
corpse
very-
possessed by a god.
Yeah,
That's
no,
what the Xenoblade is.
by God.
And,
That is-
and he
that
gets
is-
to hang out with Bowser Jr. in Smash.
Also, not even the weirdest plot twist in that game. The gods aren't actually gods either, because the plot of that, because the final
Right.
twist of that game is stupid as shit.
Yeah. Yeah. I hate when that specific plot twist is used in games. I fucking hate it.
It's like in One Piece where they casually reveal a god isn't real and move on.
Halucha does have a good point. We spoiled the whole plot of that game with no warning. We should probably be
You're
careful.
not gonna play
No, listen,
Xenoblade
listen,
Chronicles.
listen.
Yeah, there's a 10-year statute of
No, no, no,
limitations
no.
that I don't care about.
Hang on,
spoiling
hang on,
something.
hang on. You can spoil it. We should just say, I'm going to spoil this. And then
That's
Yeah,
fair.
that's fair.
that's fair.
You
It's
are
totally
right.
fine to spoil it. Just preface
Yeah.
it.
Very true.
So I'm between Raiden and Cole.
I think Raiden fits a little better just because he is from another world, and like Thor has like that like he talks old and weird thing going on.
Yeah, I think Raiden's the better fit.
Raiden's definitely the choice.
Raiden
Yeah.
it is.
But
I'm fine with
points to Cole for even
Yeah.
for showing up.
Yeah.
For
Infamous
sure. Back
2, Infamous 2, underrated great game.
Good. Damn right.
Halucha, we're tiptoeing for Horizon because 3 of us are playing it and not done.
Yeah.
It also came
that
out
was-
3 years
That was
ago.
4 years ago. That's not nearly as big of a difference.
That's true. That's true.
Xenoblade Chronicles came out on the Wii U.
Black Widow
Xenoblade Chronicles came out in the Wii.
on the Wii.
Wow,
Yeah.
then double
Original
fuck
Wii.
it.
It was
Yeah.
Xenoblade Chronicles X on the Wii U.
Yeah.
Great.
Which is a different game, as we learned from French.
Yes,
And
it's
not
got
a
robots.
remake.
Black Widow. I wrote Sam Fisher.
Here's the thing. I wrote that too. Then I realized the better choice, Joanna Dark from Perfect Dark.
Yes, my man.
Oh,
You did
See,
too, baby.
I just
perfect.
assumed
I see.
two of you
you're
would
correct.
pick those two people. So I went Jade.
Yeah. Well,
Oh,
if
Fuck
No,
off.
listen.
if that
listen.
character had a franchise, maybe they would
Listen.
count. But
Badass,
Okay, you
badass
you
female
said
character.
Joanna Dark.
martial arts master.
they're two games.
Shut up, stealth master. And Jade is an actual person of color. And you know who better to play ScarJo than a person of color?
There you go. Yeah, that's the good trick. That's the good joke.
Oh,
That's
that's
very
good. You almost want to give it to you. I put Sam because of the splits, which makes no sense, but I think it's very funny.
Stupid.
I think we can sort of like lump these two and like figure out the best combo for Hawkeye and Black Widow because that's kind of how
That's
Oh.
probably a good idea. Yeah.
Yeah.
and for
Elise,
Hawkeye,
did you have
I
a different Black
wrote-
Widow real
Oh,
quick
yeah,
before we
sorry,
move on
go
to Hawkeye?
So I thought Bayonetta was the obvious answer here.
See, I wrote Bayo, but then I erased it because I was thinking the magic.
Yeah, she's
But-
magic, and I would put her later actually for one of the two girls who use magic.
Oh, don't worry. I got someone for Wanda. Don't worry.
Oh, my one to pick is a winner.
But I
Ooh.
did go Isabel because vibes.
I don't know what that means.
Sorry, you mean Isabel from Animal Crossing?
I do mean Isabel from Animal Crossing.
I mean, she'll fuck
Just in the
she'll fuck
skin-tight
somebody
black
up.
leather suit. Just like doing the flips over somebody and breaking their neck in the process.
Yeah, easy.
Okay.
She's got her slingshot. That's basically a gun.
Jesus Christ.
For serious
All right.
answer,
You know-
I'm with you all on Joanna Dark.
I'll make one more argument for Sam Fisher after I say that I have Aloy for Hawkeye.
I put like 3 different bow users for Hawkeye, and Aloy's my favorite of them.
Listen.
Yeah.
Aloy is too cool of a character to be Hawkeye.
But Aloy has a lot of different arrow types.
She does.
Also, we can pretend it's comics Hawkeye, who's cool.
He's still not cool. It's fucking Hawkeye. No, the answer here
No, I
Pit.
actually think comics Hawkeye is kind of cool.
Comics Hawkeye is fucking great. Like one of the best characters in comics.
They're all
He's
fucking...
deaf. It's awesome.
What about Pit?
We're forgetting Tony Hawkeye.
Okay, someone had to do
Here's
it.
the thing.
All right.
I'm glad we brought that joke back because it's amazing.
But it doesn't make any sense.
You're right, but we did laugh really hard about it yesterday.
Actually, a good answer.
I do love fucking BJ Blazkowicz saying Avengers Assemble and Tony Hawk skateboards in the crash suit, kickflips off and shoots something and it lands. It makes no sense, but it's funny.
I'd rather have that than Aloy because I think Aloy is too cool for Hawkeye. But I went with Pit. It's got the bow and arrow.
Oh,
He's got the sorry stuff, and he has his emo
He's
phase as
equally
Dark
lame.
Pit.
And he's equally lame.
And
He
equally
is-
lame.
He
Yeah.
is equally lame.
And equally lame. That was a point on my bullets here. Boring and unimportant was the bullet point.
Yeah, that's fair.
And you've got Dark Pit for those that emo time like at the beginning of Endgame after Infinity War.
Endgame. Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's a good
Okay,
point.
honestly, I'm shocked that you made me agree with the existence of Pit, but I agree with you. You got it.
Sure, if you want to truly match, we'll make someone who's as lame as Hawkeye, as lame as Hawkeye, and we'll use Pit.
The fight is on.
So we have Pit and Joanna Dark.
Yes.
Now just imagine that scene from Endgame.
Yep, that's exactly what I was thinking. Where they're both just trying to sacrifice themselves.
Let me go, Pit.
They're both trying to let their franchise actually die.
Ooh.
And at the end, Pit's just like, but I could have just flown back up.
Are already dead. Except that Perfect Dark's coming back, so.
Yeah.
True.
And then the last of the original Avengers, we got the Hulk.
I couldn't think of anything, so I wrote Kirby for the lulls.
I wrote Kirby.
I got
straight up-
Kirby.
I'm-
I got
I'm not
Kirby
being-
somewhere else.
I'm not being sarcastic. I think Kirby is the perfect Hulk.
I got Kirby somewhere else.
Dan, I cannot believe you did that.
Dan
Can
wrote
I
Mac.
interest you in another Hulk?
Okay, go on.
It's green.
Okay.
It smashes. It's very
Okay.
large.
If you say Spyro,
Car from Daytona, USA from Fighters Mega Man.
I hate you so much.
Somebody give Elise $1.
Is Car sentient in whatever game you just described, or is it just a car?
It's a car that fights.
It's a car that stands up on its hind tires and fights with its front tires.
That is amazing.
Just when you
I wrote Akuma.
Akuma
Street
from what?
Fighter.
There's a couple.
Yeah.
Street Fighter.
Oh, okay.
But I also did write Knack, and Dan called it. I wrote Knack.
Knack.
Let me
Oh,
posit this to
fucking
you.
Mac.
He gets angry and smashes and gets big.
Let me posit this to you. Matt from Wii Sports.
He doesn't really get big though. It's kind of a more key part.
He
of the
doesn't
Hulk.
need to. He's nearly a god, physically stronger than anyone else present on the planet, good at everything, and he's probably a genius and can invent time travel too. Who knows? It's fucking Matt from Wii
Probably.
Sports.
I don't know. I here's the thing, Chris. You almost won me over on Knack, but I do think Kirby is the more solid choice. He can transform. Can be really nice. Has killed gods, which Hulk
But
does
Kirby's
canonically
not
have the
smart.
strength to do.
How do
Neither is
you?
Hulk.
That's rude.
What do you mean? What do you mean? Neither is Hulk.
Counterpoint. Well, normal Hulk is dumb. He has to swallow.
That's the point, though. It's Bruce Banner who transforms into the Hulk. It's a lump thing. You don't just get to have the Hulk. That's just Drax.
Also, what if Kirby swallows the scientist? Then he is smart. Boom, problem solved.
I don't think that's how that works at all.
I think there is a scientist or like a doctor power up in one of the 3DS games.
That's incredible.
I would honestly rather have Knack than Kirby because I think Kirby fits with a lot of other Avengers better.
Sibylla is very mad at us for calling Kirby not smart. Well, Chris particularly, but they do point out that he's not dumb. He's just a child. So
doesn't speak language.
Hey,
Kirby is just a child.
And
Can also kill God.
Hulk
has killed God.
Hulk only says 2 words normally. Hulk and smash.
True.
Zach, you have to count Bruce Banner, though. You don't need to separate Bruce Banner from this equation.
Also, yeah, what about Smart Hulk later on? Like that's
true. It's true.
In half the movies, he's sentient and smart as Hulk.
We'll figure that out when we get there.
You're fucked. It's Knack.
Okay, look, I've never played Knack.
I still hate Knack, though.
Okay,
I've never played Knack, but isn't the story of that he like escaped from a scientific lab?
Yeah, he was like a prototype death bot.
Yeah.
And
I
he
think
can
Knack.
transform into giant, like, fighting
He does
robot.
transform into big smash Knack, yeah.
Listen, if we're not going for Matt from Wii Sports, I'm on Knack at the moment.
I'm on Knack.
Fine. I'm on Knack, too.
I still stand by my choice
is going to be on
from
this.
USA from Fighters Megabytes.
The Hulk is
Elise,
Knack.
God damn it.
Elise, I really appreciate your enthusiasm. The recommendations you're pulling here are 10 out of 10.
The moxie is very appreciated. All right. So after that, the next cinematic release is Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh fuck! We have to go through all of these people.
I only did a couple of them.
We'll speed through the chaff a little bit here. For Star-Lord, I wrote Nathan Drake.
That's actually a good choice. Yeah,
Not a bad choice. I wrote Garrus Vakarian.
I feel like he should be an Earthling.
I think Garrus is too stoic to be Star-Lord, though.
Yeah, you gotta have one-liners.
Garrus has one.
No, Garrus does have one-liners.
That's true.
They're not corny. They're not corny like Jackson Pollock because I have so much sex one-liners. They're more like I'm an actual cool character one-liner.
I mean, half of them.
If you can't tell, I think Star-Lord sucks.
I could see
But
either
he's
of these
supposed
people
to.
being played by Nathan Fillion, and for that reason, I would give it.
Yeah, I can see Nathan. I don't hate Nathan
All right.
Drake.
For Rocket and Groot, I wrote Ratchet and Daxter. Yeah, motherfuckers. I'm mixing
Okay,
it up.
I've actually got Ratchet and Clank somewhere else.
See,
Oh, interesting.
my thing is Groot can't talk other than saying I am Groot.
That's true.
Mhm.
So I actually went with Ori for Groot.
Oh, that's good.
Can't talk.
Who's
That is good.
Kinda
who's
cute.
your Rocket Raccoon?
I didn't pick one, so
I mean, Ratchet makes the most sense to me. He's a
Ratchet-
fucking Lombax
Ratchet makes perfect
with
sense.
gun.
Actually, Ratchet makes a lot of sense for
Yeah,
Rocket.
it's pretty good.
I mean, honestly to the point where I would be willing to bet when they made Ratchet, they would probably reference it or probably took a lot of inspiration from Rocket Raccoon comics because it's the same
that makes
shtick.
sense.
It's a
Chaz
small
Buck-
rodent with big gun.
Chazbuck says, fucking
Pseudo-Wudo
Groot.
is
It's the Pokemon Sudowoodo because
I'm
it can
down
only
with
say
that.
its name.
Yeah,
And it's not,
Really
and
good.
it's also not technically a tree. That's really
It's
good.
Sudowoodo.
It's
It's Sudowoodo,
correct.
100%.
Yeah, he gets it. He gets it for that one.
That's really
Uh,
good.
Gamora, I wrote lightning because who gives a fuck?
That's not a bad pick.
I mean,
She got swords.
She got
She got-
swords.
She has problems with her sister.
I don't know enough about lightning to give a shit. So
Yeah.
Once
that's-
again, I like the movies, but I don't think any of the Guardians are that cool of individual characters. So sure, just pick whoever.
That's
you want.
why I put lightning.
Yeah, lightning's
Sure.
fine.
And then for Drax, I wrote Vex.
I'm down
He's
for that.
angry. He's angry. Has knives. I think Vex's family is dead. I don't know shit about Vex, y'all.
But does he have the secret? Does he have the secret soft side?
can
Wait a
Vex
minute.
go invisible?
Yes, actually.
God damn it!
I was gonna say, if we're talking like angry, super strong dudes, we could go back to Kratos here for Drax. He's got the body
Dead
tattoos
Family.
and stuff too. Dead family.
Did lose his family.
Two
Yeah,
sword
two
knife
knives.
things.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I think
That
it's
one-
that's
yeah,
actually
yeah.
pretty good.
Kratos.
That's
Alright,
better.
Kratos.
And he's like the way overpowered one compared to the rest of the group.
Yeah.
Okay,
He
cool.
always
Kratos.
gets his shit kicked in though.
Yeah, well, Dave Bautista's there to
He does,
sell.
like nothing
Yeah.
in the entirety of the Guardians of the Galaxy's franchise.
That's true.
Because it's
And he
fucking
absolutely
Star-Lord show.
He absolutely would have died during Endgame because he literally just runs at people with knives.
Yeah.
So he,
Yeah.
Yes.
he would have died during Endgame.
Dan
Yeah,
in chat.
100%.
Chris pretends like anyone actually played Vex enough to know if he can go invisible.
Yeah, honestly, you could have given Vex any power, and I would have had no choice to believe you.
I'm decently sure he has invisibility powers. Decently sure.
Also, Dan earlier in the chat, I do want to point out, says Chris and Dan tag team for the ages, forgetting that yesterday Dan fucked Chris on Around the
So-
Monitor, prevented him from winning.
Everyone was trying to have fun, and Dan was coming in and kicking them in the teeth.
Everyone was trying to have fun.
All right, moving on. The next is Age of Ultron. So we got Vision, Quicksilver, and Scarlet Witch.
Clank for Vision, Wanda
I
is
almost said
Ratchet, and Quicksilver is Baxter.
Wait, sorry.
You got, I actually don't get any of those.
Who
Wait,
did you
could
say for
him again?
Quicksilver?
You're cutting out for me.
Or all
So
of them?
he said, she said, Vision is Clank.
Mhm.
I
Wanda
understand.
Maximoff, Scarlet Witch is Ratchet because they're
Which makes
romantically
no
in.
sense.
No, it makes no sense. And then famous fast character Daxter is Quicksilver. Daxter, who has no powers other than
Famous
spoilers
fast
for Jack
character.
3, is a god.
Wait, are you fucking serious?
He's a precursor,
I
which
hate.
are the equivalent of
I hate
gods.
Jax.
God
Or
damn it.
Jack. Not Jack. I combined
exactly.
Vex and Jack. Jax.
Okay. You're the worst, Elise. Is my response to that. For Quicksilver, I was lazy and wrote Sonic. You could also do Silver or
I also
Shadow.
did Sonic though because I don't care that much, and they're both dead. So
I was gonna make
To
that
me,
joke.
I'm fine with I literally
for
didn't
Scarlet
watch this
Witch,
movie, didn't know who Quicksilver was.
It's not a good
Oh, really?
movie. It's not a good movie.
Yeah, it's got like 2 good scenes.
Yeah,
Scarlet
Age of
Witch.
Ultron
I wrote.
is supposed to be bad.
I wrote Triss Marigold from
Oh, that's
Witcher?
That's not a bad pick.
I mean,
I,
red
yeah.
hair and a witch.
I went with
Mm.
Yeah.
Night Sister
And-
Marin from
And
Jedi Fallen
kind of an
Order.
asshole.
I actually wrote
Oh.
Lilith from Borderlands.
That was my second choice. Was
Oh,
Lilith,
that's
yeah.
a good one.
Wow.
Too.
These are
I'm-
all good choices.
I'm giving it to Marin because I fucking love Marin.
I don't know. I
That's my only argument.
think we got to go back to Ratchet. That's a pretty good choice.
They have so much in common. I mean, that's
I
where Wanda uses a wrench.
She has to fix
I
Vision
think
somehow.
I think Night Sister Marin makes the most sense because their powers are kind of ill-explained and confusing, and they both grew up in a kind of an indoctrinated cult style way.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
I don't know who Night Sister Marin is, so I'll believe you guys if you say it's the best choice.
She's
It's a
best
witch
Wars
lady
character.
from Fallen Order.
Uh,
Pretty cool.
it's a deep cut, but I'll take it. It's
for
good.
Vision, I wrote something that's gonna raise some eyes, especially considering that's gonna now have to smooch Night Sister Marin. I wrote BT from Titanfall.
Yes,
2.
so did I.
Yes. For no other reason than they're the best robot.
I also wrote died to save others. So
Oh yeah, that same others. Yeah, that checks out. Protecting the ones they love.
yeah,
Yeah, the chat's pretty down with BT and I haven't played Titanfall 2. I don't have a strong choice on this one, so unless somebody else does, I'm not going to fight you for it.
BT is that. BT is that.
It's that or Clank. Like there's not a ton of really good, charismatic, cool robots in video games.
That's true.
See, but
I
you
also
can't
wrote
just have
Lead.
Clank on,
I
so it's
wrote
gotta be-
Legion for Ultron because I just thought that was clever.
That is clever.
not an Avenger.
Legion,
but
like
that's
what Legion? The one from the Bible or
Mass Effect.
From
No, Mass
Okay.
Effect.
I mean, sorry.
one
It's a
from the
common
internet?
it's a common name for a demon from like 800 different
Yeah, that's true.
things.
That's
Yeah.
very true.
Well, that's what the Mass Effect thing's referencing.
Yeah, I mean that's what they're all referencing. But I'm just saying, when you say Legion,
Yeah,
I'm not going to
exactly.
automatically think Mass Effect. It's everywhere.
Yeah,
It is meant.
talking about the hit film, like 2007 film Legion.
Oh God.
Next up, I think, is Spider-Man.
Okay, I have a joke answer and a second not as joke answer.
Okay.
First
Okay.
joke answer: Spider-Man from the PS1 Spider-Man game.
I wrote Spider-Man from PlayStation.
Chris, we
I
are
also wrote
creepily
Spider-Man PS4.
motherfucker. We are creepily the same people. Oh my God.
We're all lining. I think Spider-Man just gets to be
Terrible.
Spider-Man, and that's fine.
My other
I put. Oh
Go ahead,
yeah, go for it,
Chris.
David.
no,
No,
go
you
ahead.
can do your second one.
My second one is Joker from Persona 5. Oddly
Oh,
charismatic
okay.
teen, inexplicably athletic, smart, and charismatic. Doesn't make sense. Uses a grappling hook and a gun, which are basically web slingers. And he can make friends in high places that make him mecha suits, probably.
I wrote Hornet from Hollow Knight because they both use things to stick to the walls, and they're bugs.
Huh.
Oh,
That was as far as I got on that one.
I actually kind of like that.
I like it that it's not actually Spider-Man.
Elise from League of Legends
No,
has
go to
webs.
jail.
Has webs,
Does have webs.
is a spider.
Is a spider.
God damn it.
Can climb on things.
I like Hornet. It's not
Sure.
as good as actual Spider-Man, but
I kind of like just
what can be?
fucking picking Spider-Man.
I
I
kind
like
of like
picking
the,
Spider-Man
like,
is
just letting Spider-Man
So
be Spider-Man.
funny.
I don't
That's
like.
fine.
I don't get the point of cheating on just one of them, though.
Because it's
That-
funny,
that-
and because
For the memes.
Spider-Man's like
be fair,
actually a fun video game, and that's the
Mar-
only Marvel thing that's true for.
Halucha says Gex can climb walls.
Hornet's
and,
fine.
is into pop culture references as well.
No, it's not Gex. No Gex.
But yeah, I'm not gonna fight against Hornet if we don't want to jokingly pick Spider-Man.
That's fine.
Spider-Man.
Let's do Hornet. Oh boy, here come the exciting ones, folks. Doctor Strange.
Okay, here we go. Shulk.
No,
I don't care.
Yeah, time. I mean, messes with time. Sort
Can
of a weird. Sort of
Can
a
see
weird.
in the future. That's
Yeah.
his vision thing. Also, he's British, like Benedict Cumberbatch.
I hate.
Sorry. You will recall Doctor Strange is actually a character from New York. That's just Benedict Cumberbatch's terrible attempt at a New York accent.
Oh yeah, no, that's why I said Benedict Cumberbatch and not Doctor Strange.
I wrote.
This is making Spyro for Iron Man look good. All right.
Oh,
I wrote
also-
this
No,
one.
it's not. Shulk at least
for-
makes somewhat sense.
Yeah.
I did also
Make it
put
I
as
wrote
a
this
note.
one
with
for.
time.
I put as a note
Okay, go
that
ahead, Dan.
Shulk would really be feeling the role.
God damn it.
God damn it. Local man really feeling it. I wrote this one for Elise. For Doctor Strange, I wrote King Mickey from Kingdom Hearts.
But why?
Shows up all over the place through inexplicable portals.
Okay.
Is always wearing a cape and holds the secrets to the universe.
You're not wrong.
It's not nothing.
It's not nothing.
It's not
wrong.
It's
nothing.
not nothing.
It's not nothing.
I don't know. What about the main character from Life is Strange? They can rewind time. Boom.
Oh, Max.
That's not the that's
I
not
thought
really what
about
Doctor
it.
Strange does.
No, but he does have the eye thing that's his main power for most of the thing, kind of.
Yeah.
I thought about it, but
Yeah, I got nothing.
Dragonborn.
Like the Dovahkiin?
Like the Dovahkiin.
Explain.
What is reloading in save except time travel?
Wow. Wow.
What it also like all of the
that's a
fucking
really good argument. Todd
That's a
Howard.
good
This is
argument.
just Todd Howard.
that's a good argument. Although I would say, if we're talking save scumming, the tactician from Fire Emblem, all of them.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh,
They-
okay. That's actually not a bad idea. But Dan gives one that I really like. Baba from Baba Is You.
no, not Baba. They're saying you from Baba Is You.
Whatever. The sheep thing from Baba Is You
Listen,
I haven't played it. I don't know anything. About it.
rewrites the rules of the universe.
yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Listen, I actually like Dovahkiin. I'm Team Dovahkiin on this one.
So we got Dovahkiin, King Mickey. What else do we got on the table here?
Shulk.
Shulk.
I like
rid of-
King or Shulk.
My problem with both King Mickey and Shulk is that they both use swords, and that's
Get
very
rid of
not a
King
Doctor
Mickey.
Strange
Vote on
thing.
Shulk. I'm fine with Shulk winning this.
Sure.
Shulk. Okay.
You know what? Actually, that's true because Doctor Strange can see future possibilities and stuff, and that's a big
Yeah.
Shulk thing with future sight. Okay,
That is
Shulk. Yeah.
true.
That was the whole point I picked, though, basically. And he's
Yeah.
British. I'm not
it-
gonna lie, the British thing came first in my mind.
You're amazing and an artist. Next is we're almost done. Next is Black Panther.
Oh Lord.
I'm not gonna
Yeah,
lie. This was very difficult because there are not a lot of black characters in video games.
There are no black protagonists in video games, and it is shocking. However, I did pick Marlo Briggs, motherfuckers.
Who is that?
Marlo Briggs is from a like beat 'em up, like Devil May Cry style beat 'em up game called Marlo Briggs. And it kicks ass and rules, and he deals with supernatural bullshittery and gets magic powers.
Okay.
Yes,
I mean, Black Panther's powers aren't like
No.
it's
that's
technology
from that.
based.
No. Well, the
It's
suit is.
it's a combination of magic plant and his technological suit.
Oh, okay.
Bingo.
I didn't watch the movie, so I don't know.
Yeah, the
Great fucking movie.
super strength and like durability comes from
Got
magic
it.
plants, but it's obviously augmented by having a vibranium suit.
Got it.
Hmm.
I went Doomfist from Overwatch on this. While
That's
not,
actually not a bad choice.
not necessarily a protagonist, an
he's a
absolute
bad
fucking
person,
specimen. Like he's an absolute
Isn't
physical
Doomfist
specimen.
like a terrorist or something?
Yeah.
Yes, he's an African drug dealer, warlord, and arms dealer. He
Yeah.
stole a nuke once.
I mean,
Uh,
let's be
Maluchis
real.
is
There's a lot of
Shaq
questionable
from the
stuff
game
about
Shaq
Black Panther.
Fu.
Oh god, Shaq from Shaq Fu.
I kind of like Doomfist.
It also brings up some of
Doesn't
the
make a lot of
problematic
sense.
things about Black Panther leaving the rest of the African continent to rot. So
Yeah.
What about CJ from Grand Theft Auto San Andreas?
Yo, I thought about that.
thought
Because you
about
know
it.
what? Because you know what? CJ fucking rules.
CJ gets it done. That's all I'm trying to
I thought
say.
about
CJ
CJ because he's one of the very few black characters in video games.
mean,
I also
yeah.
thought about Clem from Walking Dead.
I have Clem for sure.
That's
For
good.
what?
That's good.
That's
sure, yeah.
Black Panther's sister who does all the tech
Right.
stuff.
Yeah.
That'd be great. Yeah, that one works.
Just because I wanted to get Clem in there.
Chaz in the chat says CJ is a king, the king of San Andreas.
True.
You know what? Fuck it, CJ.
I
Shows
wanna
how
cut-
few black characters there are. Oh my god.
Yeah,
It's
it
CJ
is
and his
a
younger
problem.
sister Clem.
I
CJ and Clem.
do love the idea of Black Panther like from the movie turning around and just seeing the like horde of whatever the hell the monsters were attacking Wakanda and just going, shit, here we go again.
That's good. That's good Photoshop.
He's like, get this man a shield. Shit, here we go again.
Oh boy, you better believe it's Ant-Man.
So does that mean we went with CJ? Is that what just happened? I think we.
Oh yeah, it's CJ and Clem for Black Panther and Shuri. Black Panther because Shuri becomes Black Panther. Unimportant.
See.
Wrote
Sorry.
Olimar.
Yeah.
Who
well,
was it?
Here's the thing. Olimar is Hank Pym. Alf is Scott Lang.
Okay.
Wait, Alf.
For the
Alf.
people
The
who know
Muppet?
the Pikmin 3 lore. Alf is the player character in Pikmin 3.
Alf.
Oh.
One of
Good
the player
reference.
characters.
Sure. I don't care.
Okay, hear me out. Ant-Man is Luigi.
Explain.
He is ageless.
I do think Paul Rudd would play a good Luigi.
I do.
I
That was
agree with
honestly
that.
most of the reason I picked Luigi.
Okay.
Luigi, hang on.
And
I have real reasons. Luigi
Okay, yeah.
can get smaller or larger, changes size all the time. Generally is accidentally successful. That's just Luigi in a nutshell. And Luigi is like generally boring but has some funny moments. Ant-Man.
It's true. Sibyllus' Minish Cap Link is Ant-Man.
I didn't play
Or
that one.
Tiny
Not bad.
is Ant-Man.
I like Luigi with the addition of Dr. Egad as Hank Pym.
Who's Hank Pym? I don't know.
He's the guy who is behind all of the research and stuff that leads to Ant-Man making the suit.
Well, Hank Pym is the first Ant-Man.
Yes.
Yes, correct.
He's
correct.
Ant-Man in the comics, or was.
Got it.
He's also Ant-Man in Marvel's Avengers, the video game.
Oh, is he really?
Yeah.
Don't want to pay Paul Rudd for that likeness.
Don't want to pay anybody for their likenesses, apparently.
That's true.
Clint Eastwood? No, fuck.
So
what do we say first? I think it's Olimar or Alf,
I like
because they literally are.
Luigi.
I kind of
They're
like
tiny.
Luigi.
Pikmin canonically are based on ants and carrots, and that is not a joke. That is how
Yes.
Miyamoto came
Yeah.
up with the idea for Pikmin.
And Olimar is based off of Mario, and Louis is based off Luigi. The naming
that is also a
conventions.
good point.
that
Yeah,
makes
you're right.
sense. Do we go
Um,
on Luigi or Elmore?
I think Olimar makes more sense, but I want Luigi.
I mean, does
'Cause
that?
No, it should be Olimar because like Ant-Man is actually smart,
Well,
and Luigi's kind of a
That
adult.
ruins my choice for Wasp now.
Oh, I didn't even write Wasp because I don't give a shit.
I was gonna have Mario be Wasp.
Why?
Because everyone likes Evangeline Lilly better than.
I didn't
Damn it.
write Wasp. I don't have anything for Wasp. Who cares?
Yeah, this is whatever. Moving
Aloy
on.
again.
Aloy.
I'm skipping Wasp.
Who did you say is Hank Pym? Because I don't care who that is.
Oh, I didn't write that down, but
okay.
It'll be Alf.
Yeah,
Oliver's
we're
saying
almost-
Alf is Scott Lang.
B Mario exists.
B Mario
Oh,
exists.
okay. B
B
Mario does
Mario.
exist.
Mario
I
and
think
Amiibo.
this is
Oh.
the last one. Captain Marvel. I believe this is the last one.
Oh.
We technically missed one.
Okay, yeah,
Bayonetta.
we can loop back.
I actually had similar logic to Luigi for Ant-Man picking Daisy.
Okay, interesting.
Miss Marvel is all about like changing her body proportions, right? She's like Plastic Man based.
No, this is Captain Marvel,
That's
not Miss Marvel.
This is Captain Marvel.
Oh fuck!
This is Brie Larson. Captain Marvel.
Trust me, it's a great naming convention. It's not going to get confusing at all once that movie comes out.
Oh god. Okay. Well, carry on.
It's a show, not a
not
movie.
Daisy.
Fine.
My Captain
I
Marvel.
wrote
Okay.
Tifa Lockhart.
Not bad, but
Punches.
Yeah.
That's really all I got here.
she's too weak though.
I mean, Tifa has beaten up deities.
Tifa has
guess
punched
that's
a god. You're right.
That's true. So this is where I went with Kirby. Because Kirby is the most
Okay.
powerful Avenger. Captain Marvel is the most
Yeah,
powerful
no, I'm into
Avenger.
I'm into
Travels
it.
through space.
Yeah, you got me.
Cute as fuck, kind of like Brie Larson, and can kill God.
Has that balance of adorable, but could easily with
Exactly.
a snap of a finger kill you. Wouldn't even be a thing to them.
Exactly. Kirby's the most powerful Avenger. I mean, no one on this list could fuck up Kirby.
I mean, when the whole thing with like
Not even
what's it called? The big hit. Actually, I'm pretty sure an act like gets stronger the more it's hit or some bull crap like that. So I don't know.
Kirby just eat him.
But like the whole thing of like Kirby was the last surviving Smasher who had to like save the day against whatever the big eye was called. And Captain Marvel was like the one brought in to beat Thanos. Like that does check out.
It does check out.
Yeah,
All right, Kirby, fuck it.
I'm fine with it. I'm not gonna fight it at this point.
What did you have, Zach?
I think I said Bayonetta before, but
That makes sense.
I don't have like a great choice.
I think Bayo's better for Doctor Strange because the hair kind of works like the cape, or for Scarlet Witch because magic.
I mean, also Bayonetta's whole thing is also like kind of time manipulation too.
Yeah, and like astral destiny and shit like that.
Yeah. She does make portals appear that like things pop out.
Actually, yeah, go back and change whoever we put for Doctor Strange to Bayonetta. That makes way more sense. Yes. For the love of God, put Bayonetta down.
I'm not gonna lie. When I think a couple people were like, "Oh, I have Bayonetta for later," I assumed it was Doctor Strange, and then no one brought.
Oh, it was. I had it for Scarlet Witch, but then we started doing bits.
We could also throw Beautiful Joe in there. Y'all remember Beautiful Joe?
Dude, I love.
I'd be a good Ant-Man, actually.
Actually, would be a good Ant-Man.
I guess kind of. You had Olimar.
Nah, Olimar's better.
One that
you said we missed one, David.
One that we technically missed. War Machine.
Oh damn it! It makes so much more sense for that to be BT. Also,
no, hold. To be. She is a literal war machine.
Yeah, emotionless killing machine. Hot, just like Don Cheadle.
Wait, is Don Cheadle an emotionless killing machine?
Yes, absolutely.
I must have missed that part from the movies.
And I looked it up because I was like, wait, has Don Cheadle played a character in a video game before? And he has, but it is unfortunately him playing War Machine.
Yeah.
Wait, in what game they actually got him to voice? He's expensive.
Iron Man 2, dog.
Of course, they made a game for it.
That's the infamously bad one by Sega.
And they also made. They also got his voice for Lego Avengers.
Well, that just uses the movie voices.
Fair.
Because they use movie audio. Lego has a deal. This is not a joke. Lego has a deal with major motion picture things to have that exclusivity. It's crazy.
Huh.
It's in their deal to make Lego merchandise. Like they get full likeness for everything whenever they sign a deal with everything. That's how powerful Lego is in the merchandising world.
What the fuck?
It's. I mean, think of how much Lego stuff there is.
Yeah.
Oh, Chaz has a very good point in the chat. Don Cheadle did emotionlessly kill Terrence Howard's chances of coming back as War Machine.
Man, Terrence Howard not want to do it?
No, I think he wanted more money, and they were like, "Fuck off."
Yeah, he wanted to get paid in the same stratosphere as Robert Downey Jr., and they said, "Lol, no."
Which they were right to. So they instead hired Academy Award winner. That's right, Don Cheadle. That's right. He was in Traffic. Y'all motherfuckers forgot about Traffic.
I completely forgot that Don Cheadle hasn't always played War Machine at this point because
I mean Terrence Howard was only in one movie,
and it was
the first one.
Yeah, he's barely
in a box of scraps,
and he's barely in it.
It's the best line from that movie.
It really is.
The War Machine's 2B. Is that where we're at?
I feel like
the slightest.
She
Bastion
is a War Machine
from Overwatch.
I could see that. I mean, he's an actual
kind of fits more.
Yeah,
hey guys,
War
Machine is a person inside of a suit, right? Not an actual robot.
Yeah,
I know, but like whatever.
Yeah, he also his character doesn't really do anything.
Diva.
That's actually not a bad choice. I hate it, but it's not a bad choice.
Has Gatling cannons? Has blind obedience to their military organization?
That's so stupid.
Probably. Yeah.
I think it's Diva.
I don't hate Diva. Yeah.
Can abandon the suit if need be. Can also shoot gun. I assume Don Cheadle can shoot gun. He's like a colonel or something.
Don Cheadle can shoot gun.
Can Don Cheadle shoot gun?
Google, can Don Cheadle shoot gun?
Why can't Don Cheadle shoot?
Don Cheadle can shoot. Don Cheadle can shoot a little gun.
Should I ask my Google Home?
No.
I got a Google phone.
RK Fan says, I was expecting the sentence to be Bastion from the hit game Bastion by Supergiant Games.
Okay, Google. Can Don Cheadle shoot gun?
This is not a podcast.
We are on a podcast right now.
It's talking in my kitchen. It does not have an answer for me.
I would love to believe that Vic is just in the kitchen like, what the fuck? Why is Google telling me if Don Cheadle can shoot guns?
It's still talking.
It's probably referencing like a whole movie plot that he's been
where he shoots a gun.
Just love the idea that your girlfriend is sitting in the other room, minding her own business, and then just a voice comes from the kitchen like, yes, Don Cheadle can shoot a gun. What?
Don Cheadle can and will kill again.
Oh god.
Okay.
Were there any
Diva.
other missing adventures? Yeah, I went with Diva. Missing Avengers.
Just for the because Elise did mention them. Miss Marvel, so the Kamala Khan character.
Right.
So that's super strength, flight, and like body elasticity and
fly?
stuff.
I didn't know she could fly.
Yeah.
Oh no, maybe she like slingshots herself with her. Like,
that sounds more.
No. She can fly. She can fly.
That's such a weird combo.
Fun. Random fun fact: the band Joywave announced their most recent album in a Miss Marvel comic.
Oh, that's cool.
By Miss Marvel giving Captain America a CD and him going back to his house and listening to it.
That's fantastic.
That's some dope marketing right there.
It's awesome, but like, why?
That's true.
For the like several thousand people that will read that and be like, oh, cool.
Who would Miss Marvel?
Daisy.
No.
But why?
Can like, I mean, same as Luigi, she can like shrink and get bigger. She's gay.
Wait,
Okay, interesting.
wait, is Miss Marvel canonically gay?
I have no idea.
I don't believe so.
I have no idea.
I do have slight problems casting the first Muslim American superhero as a white woman.
Let me show you this one. Min Min from Arms.
That's perfect. You've done it. Congratulations.
Yeah, that's it. That's actually.
Yeah, that's the only thing I can think of.
I'll actually Spring Girl. Is that her name? Ribbon Girl.
But I just said Min Min.
At least Min Min's
From
a person
Arms.
of color.
That's true, but Ribbon Girl has the mask, like a hidden identity thing.
Yeah, but Miss Marvel
Also,
doesn't really do that. She has like that.
Yeah,
She has
the
Yeah, that's not enough to hide your identity.
Hey, depends on who you're talking to.
Also, doesn't.
Oh, you know what? Do
Min
Min Min.
have one of
I was
those?
thinking from Girl.
What?
Min Min has a ramen bowl on her head.
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought she had both. I thought she had like a mask.
Oh no, she has like eye paint. Maybe everyone just has that in this universe.
Who
Yeah,
knows?
sure. It's Min Min.
It's
from
Min
video
Min.
game
Whatever.
Arms. I love that Nintendo was like abandoned ship on Arms, except Min Min.
Yeah,
mean,
that's
hey.
true. I mean, was it Nintendo's choice to put Min Min in Smash, or was Sakurai just being
Question:
weird? That
Can we work in Splatoon into any character?
no,
Pepper
No.
I would
Potts.
be want to / need to.
Because I
Pepper
like
Potts.
Splatoon.
I don't think they fit to any of these characters.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
I really don't.
Are any of the Avengers both a squid and a kid?
You know, if it was DC Universe and we had Aquaman, I'd be fine.
I
to put in
know.
Squid
I
Girl.
would have jumped on that right
Tune
away.
in for next day, Data Cast. We recast the Justice League.
All right.
Although there'd be a lot of overlap.
For our list,
Batman's in the crash suit.
I did almost suggest Batman for Iron Man, but I didn't.
Shitty crossover.
Really good.
All right, so our Avengers crew, for Captain America, we're casting BJ Blazkowicz. For Bucky, it's Snake. Falcon is Falco Lombardi.
Yes.
Iron Man is Samus Aran. That name works out. Thor is Raiden. Black Widow is Joanna Dark. Hawkeye is Pitt. The Hulk is Knack. Star-Lord is Nathan Drake. Rocket is Ratchet. Groot is Pseudo Wudo. Gamora is Lightning because none of us cared. Drax is Kratos. I was making sure I was going to say the right one. Drax is Kratos. Vision is BT. Wanda is Night Sister Marin. Quicksilver is Sonic. Spider-Man is Hornet from Hollow Knight. Doctor Strange is Bayonetta. Black Panther, CJ from GTA. Shuri is Clem from The Walking Dead. Ant-Man is Olimar, and Hank Pym is Alf, whoever the fuck that is, for both of those character names. Captain Marvel is Kirby, the strongest Avenger. War Machine is Diva, and Miss Marvel is Min Min. That's honestly, most of those I feel are pretty good.
A lot of them are very good.
Pretty good.
That.
We could have done a lot worse.
Almost assuredly.
Somebody a while back did say I anticipate a full poster of all of these photoshops. So David, I'm going to leave that to you.
I'll put them on the screen at the end. Oh, I'm not going to Photoshop their faces onto that. No. Absolutely not.
Okay.
I don't have that much time tonight.
Rip. I tried.
I'll put the characters on there as I say.
Cue the Avengers theme.
Cue DMCA takedown.
Yeah.
yeah. So for real, yeah, don't do that.
I think that's gonna do it. This has been fun. Anything to plug, y'all?
Get excited for our big celebration stream next week. It's gonna be Friday. We'll have a schedule up very soon.
Hell yeah, that is Friday, April 16th. Or
yes.
Yep. Because I think this goes up tomorrow. Whatever. So yeah, Friday, April 16th. Anything else?
No,
don't.
If you haven't already, go rate this on whichever podcast service you have. Save Data Cast.
Go play Horizon Zero Dawn because we're gonna do a spoiler cast of it before Forbidden West comes out.
True statement. Might
Good
be
point.
an episode of this. We'll see.
Yeah,
we're gonna do something with Horizon, and absolutely, please give us a listen on podcast networks. It would help us a lot if you found to do that, and then give us a like, subscribe, rate, whatever your app of choice. It is incredibly helpful. Please feel if you ever are like, oh, should I share my content? The answer is yes. Please share our content with anyone you want to. It's awesome for us if you do. With that, this has been the Save Data Cast for Friday, April 9th. Have a wonderful weekend, y'all.
Bye.